Hi everyone, Anthony Morganti here. Some of you may know that I'm currently creating a course on Lightroom, not to be confused with Lightroom Classic. The version of Lightroom that I'm creating my course for is the version you're looking at right now. People often refer to this version of Lightroom as the cloud version of Lightroom because with this version of Lightroom, you could share your images to the cloud and then access them with Lightroom Mobile, and you could go to lightroom.adobe.com and you could access them through your web browser as well and edit them through your web browser. Now, if you are using Lightroom Classic and you're interested in moving over to the other version of Lightroom so you could access the images on your mobile devices and on the web, there's a specific way, there's actually two specific ways you could get your images from Lightroom Classic to the cloud version of Lightroom. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to do it. Now, first of all, we're going to go over to Lightroom Classic. I mentioned that there are actually two different ways you could do it. What you need to do, though, first is you need to make sure that you have a specific setting turned on, and that setting is in the catalog settings. To get to the catalog settings on a Mac, go up to Lightroom Classic, down to catalog settings. On a PC, it's under the edit menu. When you go to catalog settings, go over to the metadata tab and make sure that automatically write changes into XMP is checked. By default, that won't be checked. When it's not checked, all of your edits and all of your flags or star ratings are stored in the catalog. When it is checked, those settings are still stored in the catalog, but Lightroom will also create a small XMP file that is in the same folder as the image. And that XMP file will also contain all of your edits and those star ratings and flags and so on. So with this checked, you'll be able then, or in the background at least, Lightroom will create these XMP files. Now you're going to have to give it some time for it to create the files, and you probably have to go through all your folders or go to your main root folder so all the images are in the film strip, and give it time to create those XMP files. Once those XMP files are created, then you could access them from the cloud version of Lightroom, and all your edits will come with it, and you'll also have all those the flags you might have put on the images and star ratings. So this specific folder only has 2 images in it, and I'm just using this as an example. I'll go over to the so-called cloud version of Lightroom. I'll go over to the local tab, and all I need to do now is navigate to that folder. And because those XMP files are there, all my edits will show up. So that folder happened to be in the Photos hard drive, and it was in the Lightroom folder, and it was in Outer Harbor, easy for me to say, and it was July 30th, 2021. And here are the images. It's going to just take a second for it to render. And you can see there's the black and white version of the image, and here is the color version of the image. And if I go over to, let's say, the light tab, you can see my edits are here, and color as well. I didn't really do much with color on this one. It was very colorful to begin with, but all the edits I did are here. Here's effects. I did some texture and clarity. I brought vignette down a little bit, but all my edits came with it. So that's really all you need to do. Make sure you're creating those XMP files, then navigate to where those images are on your hard drive from within this version of Lightroom, and you'll see the images there with all the edits. Now, if you want to access these images on your mobile devices or on Lightroom on the web, you'll have to click this little button here, copy this one photo to the cloud, or you could select all of them in the film strip, right click on it, and then you could copy the 2 photos to the cloud. And when you do that, they'll be copied to the cloud, and then they'll show up on your mobile devices and on lightroom.adobe.com. Now, there is a second way to do this. This way I would recommend if you're not planning on like bringing your whole Lightroom library over, you just want to bring a select few images. For example, I have this folder of 6 images. The other way you could do this is select all the images you want to send to the cloud. In this case, it will be all 6 of these images. Then go down to collections and create a collection of these images. And so I'm going to just create a normal collection. I'm going to call this a shared collection. And I'm going to include the selected photos, and I'll click create. Now I have this collection down here and it has these 6 images in it. If I want to add more images to it, I could just drag them into this collection. If I want to remove images from it, I could just remove them from the collection. Now with the collection active, if I go over to left, you'll see there's a little like checkbox, and when you hover over it, you get this kind of weird arrow. Just click on that little weird arrow, and now you're syncing the shared collection with Lightroom. Now, as we speak, my computer is uploading these images to the cloud. It's doing it in the background. And once they're uploaded to the cloud, I could go over to the cloud version of Lightroom, then go over to the cloud tab, and that collection will show up down here. And you can see it's here already, shared collection. When I click on it, the images aren't here yet. That's because it has to upload them to the cloud, and then this version of Lightroom has to see them. So I'm going to pause the recording right now, and then once they're up here, we'll come back and I'll show you them. And you'll notice that all the edits are there as well. Okay, we're back. That took less than a minute. You'll notice that all 6 images are here in this smart collection, and the edits came along with it. You'll notice I'll open up light, and you can see that I did adjustments on this specific image with light. I added some vibrance. I added some texture clarity. I added a vignette, and so on. So all the images are here. They're in the cloud, so they're also accessible on lightroom.adobe.com. So there's an image right here. And if I wanted to do edits here, I could as well. Just have to wait for it to sync. And once it does, you'll see all my edits are here. So I could do editing through my web browser on this image. And any edits I do on this image now will be updated in Lightroom Classic, in the so-called cloud version of Lightroom, and in the mobile versions of Lightroom as well. Furthermore, if I go back to this version of Lightroom, if I want to get some images from this version of Lightroom to Lightroom Classic, all I need to do is put them in this shared collection. Once they're in this shared collection, they'll get synced across all those devices. That is, the mobile devices for my iPhone and iPad. If I had an Android device, of course, it would be synced there as well. It would be synced in the web version of Lightroom, and it will also get synced to Lightroom Classic. And again, all the edits will come with it. So that's how you share everything across all these different versions of Lightroom. And again, I'm coming out with a course for this version of Lightroom that I hope to have done within the next 2 or 3 days. So you could check my website, anthonymorganti.com. When it first comes out, it of course will be on sale. And you could take advantage of some substantial savings the first few days it's on sale. So check that out very soon. Thank you, everyone who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. Talk to you guys soon.